Hey guys, today I wanted to provide some cool ideas and some wellness tips around the topic of New Year's resolutions. I hope you like it. So like many of you, I set New Year's resolutions every year. But for the past 5 or so years, I've been doing it in a pretty unique way that I wanted to share today because it's helped me tremendously with sticking to goals longer, being more effective, and overall just having less anxiety about the things I should be doing to meet my New Year's resolution. This is not an original program that I came up with. I actually learned this from a Tony Robbins course called Time of Your Life, which I highly recommend. I tried other productivity and goal setting programs in the past, but this one had the biggest impact on my overall wellness and effectiveness. The course is a large program that can really dive into what it is you want and how you can develop a better mindset. But today, for the purposes of this video, I can just give you some of the mechanics that really provided a huge benefit for me. So in a nutshell, the program works, you pick a few categories that you want to constantly be improving in. And for most of us, these categories are pretty universal. Everyone wants better health, wealth, family, relationships. And then you paint a picture of what you want these areas of your life to look like. Write out how you want your health and wellness to look, how you want your family life to look. So that's step one. Step two is to write down why you want each category to look that way. This one should really pull at your heartstrings because it's gonna keep you going even when you don't feel like working on that category. This should be written preferably right next to your vision in a planner of some sort. Step three is to create a map of how you're gonna create that vision. So what are the action items that are gonna take you from where you're at now to get you to that ideal vision for the category? So an easy example of mine is my health and fitness category. My vision is to have a champion level of health and fitness that allows my body and mind to perform at a very high level. My why is this champion level of health and fitness makes every aspect of my life better. My mind works better when I'm healthy, I have better relationships, more confidence, my sex life is better, literally everything. My map for reaching this vision is to eat nutritious foods, to lift weights, like at least 3 times a week, to do yoga or Pilates 2 times a week, and to do cardio. Then from this foundation of how you want your life to look, I think you can create much better New Year's resolutions. So you just make them more exact, but you follow the same program. So given our health and fitness example of mine, my vision is to have a champion level health and fitness, but this year I need to lose 20 pounds. I write my why for that, and then I write my map for this year, which is also more specific. Maybe it's I drink half my body weight in water every day, do 75 hard program, or finish some fitness program. Stuff like that with more exactness and concrete details. The final step to make sure you follow through on these New Year's resolutions that I personally do, and it's made a world of difference, is each week I look at those New Year's resolutions or those yearly goals, and I plan my week making sure that I'm making progress towards each one of those categories. This keeps you on track and is way better than the traditional method that most people do. I used to do. You set your year goal, your New Year's resolution, you stick to it for the first month or so, and then you kind of forget what that year goal was. You don't check up on it every week. You check up on it way less often and you're less likely to reach your goal. So one bonus tip I have that I think is pretty original, I don't see that many people doing it, but it's such a good hack, is to give yourself no other option. You do this by signing up for something that requires of you to meet your goals. So for example, I had a goal one year of becoming more mentally tough in business and fitness and everything. So I literally Googled toughest mental challenge for civilians in the US. I found something called Kokoro. It's like a Navy SEAL Hell Week. It's 50 hours, no sleep, but for civilians. I signed up within 20 minutes and then told everyone I knew that I signed up. So I had 2 options, either embarrass myself or get mentally tough. It ended up working out. I think I acquired a lot of mental toughness just by going through that. You can do this with other categories too. My wife, for example, wanted to be a coffee entrepreneur, And she, before knowing anything about coffee or the business, she signed up for the largest event in the town we are living in for vendors and such, street vendors, and signed up as a coffee vendor. She didn't have anything ready to go, but she had a few months to prepare and she knew this is what she wanted to do. So she locked herself in, paid for the event. Because of that, she became a coffee entrepreneur, but she signed the waiver, paid for it, and just threw herself into it so she could meet that goal. Anyways, that's my bonus tip. I hope it helps, and stay tuned for more wellness tips for professionals.